tonight.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. Breaks through the contact. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's Wilson to throw right away. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And he gets this. Inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Throwing is Rodgers. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flagged for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them, and plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Tua wants to throw it on second down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 42 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Going to look deep for Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Looking to pass. Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he completes it to Berrios. Touchdown, Dolphins. Braxton Berrios, 61 yards. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Still fighting. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Throwing quickly to Wilson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 72 yards. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Now he's free to midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They'll run again. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.